Hey, so I just want to share an experience I just had. I have been at a point where I'm just like frustrated that, some days I feel like I can really feel God and I'm getting closer in my relationship with Him, and it like fizzles out after a couple days. And I'm just like, God, like, what is the rift? What is going on? Like, why is it that I can't like connect with you in any sort of sustained way? And I came across this book. It was talking about, it kind of described exactly how I feel. It's like, it's hard to trust God and to believe that He wants to give you good things when you're frustrated and angry with Him. And so I was like, okay. And it said that the way is to just be honest about how you're feeling and to just let it all out, and to recognize too that all of the anger and the frustration doesn't come from like God's doing, but it's in some way related to sin, whether it's sin that you committed or the sin that other people committed against you. And so I was like, okay, well, here's some frustrationception, because I'm frustrated that this like pouring my heart out of frustration doesn't seem to work. And then I listed all the other things I was frustrated about that I've touched on in the past too. And then I was just like, okay, so now I'm supposed to like let God just like fill me with His love after like repenting and everything. And a couple of verses came to mind. And during that time, I was at a parking lot in a library, and I just felt like He was saying, I want to deliver you. Because I have been reading the Bible. I've been like checking out different ministries through YouTube channels, podcasts, books, like all kinds of things. And it just like, I just didn't understand why like nothing I was trying was working. And so He's like, I felt like He said, I want to deliver you again. And then He also said, I want to show you something. And so He told me to go across the street to a strip mall area next to a specific store. And so I did. And as I was driving by, like a couple rows over in the parking lot, there's like 4 or 5 guys that are just all like standing there, kind of just like loitering, having a good time, chumming it up, yelling at each other, just like being obnoxious. And I was like, God, why do you want me in this parking lot? Like, why am I here? And I saw the sign that says delivery parking, and I'm like, well, that's cute. Like, He wants to deliver me. There's like delivery parking. And I was just like, why am I here? Like, why am I in this parking lot right now? Like, what are you doing? And I looked in my side mirror, and I just like saw them like just being so loud and so obnoxious. And I asked myself, I said, why does this bother me so much? Like, they're not doing anything to me. They're not harassing me. They're just having fun and being loud with each other and having a good time. Like, why is this such a problem? And then I felt like it clicked, like the Holy Spirit made it click, where He was like, it's control and manipulation to want others to behave a certain way. And I realized, I was like, okay, so these are the mechanisms that I used throughout childhood to navigate like a really like difficult home life. And He's like, we're not going to be doing that anymore. We're not going to be controlling and manipulating. And I realized, I kind of had a sense of this, but like, I have been wanting to control and manipulate God to do what I want. And it's been such a wedge, because it's like, who's God in this situation? Am I God, or am I going to let Him be God? And so I repented, and I broke agreement with control and manipulation. And it's just something that's so born out of fear. So being able to just like let that go and to no longer have that sort of like pull towards those type of tendencies, I think that that is a huge part of what the disconnect is between God and I. And I realized, I was like, wait, so you brought me, what was so crazy about it too was that like after I like, you know, broke agreement and repented and everything, like 2 minutes later they left. And so I was like, oh my gosh, God, like you wanted me to be here at this specific time to see them, to bring up that issue so that you could deliver me. Now, I don't feel any different. Like I really don't. Like I don't feel like a sense of peace or his presence or love or joy or anything like that. I don't. But I'm going to trust that he is working. And he also gave me this verse afterward too. Psalms 57:3. That really scared me. There's a guy just walking around the parking lot talking on his phone, but we already got rid of the manipulation and control, so. He just like walked really close to my car, so that was really jarring. Anyway, sorry. Psalm 57:3. From heaven he will send a father's help to save me. He will trample down those who trample me. He will always show me love by his gracious and constant care. So, trusting that he loves me, that he is my father, and that he will help. That's what I'm going to hold on to. Hope you're having a great day/night, and thank you for watching.